think it's kind of funny that I woke up yesterday with anxiety, and I was going to make a vlog about dealing with anxiety, but then I got too anxious. And then I woke up with anxiety today. And then I was anxious about filming this video and not having enough time. But I did it. I did it. So I woke up with a lot of anxiety yesterday morning, just right off the bat, woke up with it. And so then I decided to switch gears, kind of switch the direction of this week's video, and rework it in my brain to make it a little more manageable for me. But I then ran into some technical difficulties with reformatting SD cards, and I got super overwhelmed, and I just decided, you know what, I'll just deal with it tomorrow. But the one thing that I was trying to do yesterday was something that I knew would help. I knew would help my anxiety, but since I was trying to film it and do kind of like an instructional type vlog, I didn't actually end up doing the thing that I knew that would help my anxiety. So what happened this morning, surprise, surprise, is I woke up with anxiety. So that was really fun. So one incredibly useful tactic that I use when I'm feeling anxious is I just take a piece of white paper and I pretty much just brain dump. These things can be pretty unorganized. So what I like to do is I like to split the paper up into two sides, A and B, and then I put all of my must-dos and my can-do laters as A and B. This is a way I take everything that's in my brain that's running around and causing me anxiety to kind of face my monster. I have it all written out on paper and I know exactly what I'm up against. After I bring all of my monsters to the light, I take a look at it and I try to manage out my time. And I also like to make sure that I'm working in a clear area. I have found that when I have lots of things piled up and everywhere and in my way, I cannot process anything. I am not a type of person that works well in that type of environment. Most people I don't think are. So I go ahead and do a clean sweep, make sure everything is cleaned off, and then I'm able to focus on exactly what I need to focus on. I think sometimes we get super wrapped up in the idea of something and how it's supposed to be. And that kind of paralyzes us and makes us procrastinate, makes us put things off, makes us get overwhelmed. And so I had to do it again where I was like, okay, I need to film this video. It is 3 o'clock already. I need to film and edit it to post it by tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And then I just realized I can just do it. Like, just do it, Caroline. So this is not what I would be normally wearing. This is not how I would do my hair. This is not the makeup I would choose to do if I had more energy to put into this. But this is the best I got, and I made a promise to myself that I would be posting weekly. So in order to keep that promise, I really need to adjust my expectations of myself, and I can't have incredible, awesome 10-minute content every single week when I'm just starting out. I think that's actually kind of unrealistic. I just need to get this done. And if I get this done, then I will feel accomplished and I won't have this anxious feeling holding over me. So the one thing that was super giving me anxiety yesterday, besides getting this video filmed, was actually that I have missed appointments lately. I know my calendar and my calendar notifications and how I have it all set up is totally not optimized. I just realized that I have far too many email accounts. I have far too much going on. So something that I really needed to do yesterday, which I did today and I filmed it, was consolidate my calendars. I basically just made my one email, my work and YouTube, one email, my corporated relationship with my friend, and then my personal one for family and friends. So earlier this year, I paid for an app called TimePage. I already paid for it. I honestly don't remember what it was. I think it was only like $12 for the whole year. I really enjoy the aesthetic of it. I think it's really, really cool. Makes it very easy for my mind to focus on what I need to focus on. It's color coordinated with my other calendars. It just makes it super simple, and it gives me a daily briefing each morning. So it goes over what exactly I have going on in the day, which I think is really cool. But since I have it set up with all my different calendars, I'm able to kind of optimize exactly what I'm doing. And it also gives me really cool notifications as far as like when I have to leave the house, all of those things that pretty much a standard calendar does, except for I just really enjoy this layout, and it makes calendar keeping a little more fun. Honestly, just even doing my calendar, I'm already feeling like 10 pounds lighter. I think I have been avoiding consolidating and optimizing my calendars for like 2 months. So how do I combat morning anxiety? As a quick recap, I first brain dump. I take everything that's running around my brain and I just put it on a piece of paper. I categorize the piece of paper into must-do nows and can-do later. I reassure myself that I am awesome. I have done far more difficult things than this before, and I can do it today. I make sure that I am all taken care of and fed and clean. I make sure that my work area around me is cleared off. And then I quite literally walk myself through the process of getting everything done. I personally like to set 20-minute timers for myself. If I know a task can get done in 20 minutes, I really try not to freak out about it. My calendar optimization took me like 15 minutes, if that. Most of the time it's these types of 20-minute mundane tasks that can super shake us and cause a ton of our anxiety. So I just like to set that timer just as you won't go overboard, you're not gonna hurt yourself, just 20 minutes, give it the best you got. So although I would have liked to do way more today and way more yesterday, and I have this like deep productivity guilt that I should have done better, I should have done more, I do the best I can to be nice to myself. Honestly, even just talking about this so candidly and then now having to rewatch it and edit it is quite a lot. But I'm doing it and I know I'm capable of it and I can knock it out. It was doing something stupid and mundane like optimizing my calendar that got me to sit down and to say, you know what, screw it, don't do your hair, forget about your makeup, don't change your shirt, just sit down, film it, knock it out. And it was just doing something that was, a 15-minute task that made me sit down and then do this one. A body in motion stays in motion. It's that first kick. Take a piece of paper out, brain dump everything you need to do, split it up on what you have to do now, what you can do later, and go ahead and start with the smallest task first. Set a timer, you can do it, and you'd be surprised at what it leads you to do next. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I super appreciate it. I appreciate the support. If you can relate to this topic at all or maybe got any value from it, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you did, then I'd love if you would also consider subscribing. I hope you guys have a great day and can find your Zen somewhere. I'm looking for mine.